Our topic is connective tissue in tissue level of organization. In previous class, we have studied about the epithelial tissue. So, the epithelial tissue is the outer covering of the body. That is, it forms the outer covering and it gives protection and absorption. But here, the connective tissue, it connects the other parts of the body. So, how it going to connect? That we will see. Before that, where it is originated, that is, this connective tissue is originated from the mesoderm and it is widely distributed throughout the body. Okay, the mesoderm means in the embryonic origin there are three layers: ectoderm, endoderm and mesoderm. The mesoderm is the middle layer. From that mesoderm only this connective tissue has originated or developed. There are three main classes: loose connective tissue, dense connective tissue and specialized connective tissue. And the functions, that is binding, support, protection, insulation, transportation. So these are the functions of the connective tissue. So it gives binding to the other tissue. It was joined with other tissue for work, for anything purpose. So it will joins with the other tissue and it gives support. While joining with the other tissue, it gives support to the particular tissues. And also it gives protection, like epithelial tissue, it gives protection. And insulation, the soothing effect of the body, it gives insulating mechanism that takes place in the connective tissue also. Transportation, that is blood is a connective tissue. So it will involve in from one part to the another part, it got traveled. That function is the transportation. Components of the connective tissue. There are three main components: fibers, ground substance and the cells. These are the three main components. Fibers. So the fibers give support to the tissue. And there are three types of fibers. They are collagen, elastic and reticular fibers. Okay. So, and the connective tissue is divided into three classes as we have discussed: loose connective tissue, dense connective tissue and specialized connective tissue. Loose connective tissue has areolar layer, adipose tissue and reticular tissue. And dense connective tissue has dense regular, dense irregular and elastic. Specialized connective tissue consists cartilage, bone and blood. And now we are going to see the loose connective tissue. The loose. Here the cells of fibers are arranged loosely in a fluid which is acting as a ground substance. That is, it is seen in the fluid, semi-fluid as the ground substance. There the fibers and the cells are loosely arranged. The example you can see here, it is an alveolar tissue and adipose tissue and reticular tissue are the types of the loose connective tissue. That is areolar tissue, you can see the macrophages, fibroblasts and mast cells and collagen fibers. So these areolar, here it is acting as a reservoir. So it is acting as a reservoir for water and salts. For the surrounding tissues, they are supplying it and it is called as a tissue fluid also, because it is acting as a reservoir where the water and salts are to be, that is, or to given to the surroundings. So it is acting as a tissue fluid here. And it also forms the framework for epithelial tissue. It binds with the epithelial tissue and forms the framework. So it contains fibroblast, that only I say fibroblast, that is fibroblast, macrophage and mast cells. So this areolar tissue contains these three types of cells here. And next it is adipose tissue. So this adipose tissue is also similar to the areolar tissue. So they are present here, that is the adipose tissue, and they are also same as the areolar tissue in structure and function. And it is located below the skin. That is, like the areolar tissue, it also present below the skin. So there are adipocytes. So these adipocytes contain the fat, that is the tissue which contains fat, that is called nothing but the adipose. So this adipose forms the tissue matter, that is the fat forms the tissue matter. 90% it forms the tissue matter. So this tissue stores fats and nutrients. So this nutrients and fats are not utilized, not used immediately and they converted into fats and they stored in the tissues, that is the tissue that is in this adipose tissue stores in the form of fat, but the fat is in the form of nutrients first. So after the nutrients, that is they are not used suddenly, so they are stored for future usage. So in the form of fat it was stored. So the adipose tissue is richly vascularized, so it has so many blood vessels there. For highly metabolic activity they are used there. And while fasting, you are fasting, how you get energy to do the work? So that time this adipose tissue fat is used as a supplying energy. So it is acting to supply your energy as a fuel. For that purpose only this adipose tissue fat is used. Okay. So the adipose tissues are also found in subcutaneous tissue. They are the subcutaneous tissue which surrounds the kidney, eyeball, heart. So there also you have some adipose tissue. And the adipose tissue contains more mitochondria. If the adipose tissue was white in color, so that is simply white, that is white fat or adipose tissue. Adipose tissue or white fat or white adipose tissue. If this adipose tissue contains more mitochondria, then it is called brown fat or brown adipose tissue. So the white fat stores nutrients. So they store nutrients and they are used as an used to supply energy while fasting. Or you have any problem while fever also, you won't take food, no, that time it will act, it will support you. And the brown fat is for heat, that is heat in the bloodstream to keep the body warm. That function is. So now it is the rainy season. What you will do, that is what you think, you need to think like a hot samosa which is taken, because the oil has that soothing effect. So that work was done by this brown fat, and then this brown fat produces non-shivering and thermogenesis in neonates, the newly born child. They don't have shivering because they won't shiver because of this brown fat, because the brown fat produces heat in their body. Reticular connective tissue. So the reticular connective tissue is same as the alveolar connective tissue, but the matrix was filled with fibroblast. Here you can see the fibroblast. So the matter is filled with fibroblast, same as alveolar, but it doesn't have macrophages and mass. Only the matter is filled with fibroblast. Okay, fibroblast. So it is called as reticular cells, and it forms the internal framework. So it forms the internal framework, and it is associated, that is it gives support to the blood cells like lymphocytes, lymph fluid, lymph nodes, spleen and bone marrow. There it is giving the internal framework for these cells. Okay. And dense connective tissue or connective tissue proper. Fibers and fibroblasts are compactly packed. Dense means tightly packed connective tissue. And the fibers here may be regular or regular. So dense regular and dense irregular tissues are seen here. First we will see the dense regular connective tissue. So it has collagen fibers in rows. So they are arranged in collagen fibers in rows in parallel bundles. So they are arranged in parallel bundles, and it forms, that is parallel bundles, and some may be elastic fibers also. And here the major cell type is fibrioblast or fibroblast. So it attaches to the muscles and the bones. This dense, that is dense irregular muscle, that is it attaches to the muscle and the bones, the connective tissue which attaches the muscles and the bone here, and it gives tensile, that is tensile. When you pull it and push it, that time this connective tissue gives support to the muscle and the bones. Okay. This connective tissue is present in tendons. So this tissue is the tendon which connect the muscle and the bone. Okay, this is seen in the tendons, and it is attached to the skeletal muscles. So that attaches the skeletal muscles to the bones, ligaments, and attach one bone to another. So the muscles and they are attached with the ligaments. Okay, and dense irregular connective tissue, it forms the bundles of thick collagen fibers and fibroblast. So it has it forms the bundles thick collagen fibers and the fibroblast, and due to that the arrangement is irregular, so it is called as dense irregular connective tissue. And here also the major cell type is fibroblast only or fibroblast, and it can able to withstand the tension, that is which you have exit in so many direction, and gives strength to the muscle. So an elastic fibers is also present in the skin as a leathery dermis. So you can touch and see the skin is like a leather like structure, and it has fibrous capsules, that is kidney, bones, cartilaginous, muscles, nerves. So there you can see these type of elastic fibers which give strength to them. Okay. Elastic connective tissue. High proportion of elasticity you can see in it. And it also allow the coiling, that is the stretching. While following the stretching, it again comes to the elastic position. How the rubber band will expand and commits to the position, like that it happens. So that it has a stretching, and there is a pulsatile flow. The blood flow here, it is in pulsation, that is through arteries it takes place. So during the inspiration of the lungs, the passive recoiling takes place, that is ups and downs. You can see, while inspiring the gas inside the lungs, and while expiring you can see the rolling, that is recoiling of the lungs can be seen because of this elastic connective tissue. So it is found in the walls of large arteries, ligaments associated with the vertebral column, and within the walls of the bronchial tubes. Specialized connective tissue. So they are seen in the cartilage, bones, and blood. And the intercellular material of the cartilage is solid and pliable and resists the compression. So the cartilage is solid and pliable, and it can able to resist the compression. By compressing also it can able to resist it. The cells of the tissue, that is chondrocytes. So they are seen, that is enclosed in small cavities, that is in the matrix where they secreted. So most of the cartilaginous in embryo, that is vertebrate embryo, are replaced by the bone. So these cartilages were seen in the adult stage. It is not seen in the adult stage. It is seen in the vertebrate, in the embryos, and it was replaced by bones in the adults. So the cartilage is present at the tip of the nose, outer ear joints, ear pinnae, and between the adjacent bones of the vertebral column, lymph, and hands in adults. So bones. So bones, we know it is the hard one, non-pliable ground substance, rich in calcium salts and collagen fibers, give strength to the bones. So the main tissue, that is it forms the structural frame is to the body, that is the body structural framework is the bones. So the bone gives support and protect the soft tissues and organs. So it gives protection to the soft tissues and organs. The bone cells, that is osteocytes, they are seen in the spaces. That space is called lacunae. The bone cells present in the spaces, that is called lacunae. The limb bones, that is has long bones, that is seen in the legs, and severe weight bearing functions. So the legs are the long bones, and it is used for several weight bearing functions. So they are useful, that is the skeletal muscles are attached and they are used for movements. The bone marrow in some bones is the site for the production of blood. So the blood is produced in the bone marrow. So blood is a connective fluid. It contains RBC, red blood corpuscles, or red blood cells, RBC, WBC, that is white blood cells, or white blood corpuscles and platelets. So its function is transport medium, that is cardiovascular system, nutrients, waste, respiratory gases through this blood. So you can see the cartilage. This is the example for the cartilage, and this is the bone cell, and they are the specialized cells. Examples, the blood. Okay. And the important connective tissue disorders, that is heritable types, Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, the defect in the synthesis of collagen in the joints, heart valves, organ walls and arterial walls. So this is a symptom. This they came ask in your 5 mark. And Stickler syndrome affects the collagen and results in the facial abnormalities. Rhabdomyosarcoma, life-threatening soft tissue tumor of head, neck and urinogenital tract. Autoimmunoconnective tissue disorders, rheumatoid arthritis. The immune cells attacks and inflame the membranes around the joints, and it can also affect the heart, lungs and eyes. Jorgen's syndromes, that is Jorgen's, S is silent, Jorgen's syndromes. So it is progressive inability to secrete saliva and tears. So hope you understand the topic. If you like the topic, give a thumbs up, share and subscribe to Science Easy Tech channel. If you want to watch the video in Tamil, I had given the link in the description box. You can go and watch it. Thank you.